From Big Sam to the Bearcats, pride runs deep and strong. In Huntsville, Texas, we sing our song. With love and hospitality, we open up our doors. In this beautiful town, blessings we explore. Sting 'em hornets, beat 'em up cats. Sound Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way. Guided by God's love every single day. From parks and recreation, where children laugh and play, to the historical treasures that take our breath away. In the piney woods, we find peace and rest. Huntsville, Texas, truly blessed. With love and hospitality, we open up our doors. In this beautiful town, blessings we explore. Sting 'em hornets, eat 'em up cats. Sound Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way. Guided by God's love every single day. Yeah. In every sunrise, in every prayer, God's grace surrounds us everywhere. Through the highs and the lows, we stand as one. In Huntsville, Texas, His will be done. Sting 'em hornets, eat 'em up cats. Sam Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way. Guided by God's love every single day. Sam to the Bearcats, our spirit shines so bright. In Huntsville, Texas, we live by faith, we walk in light. With love and
Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Cauthen, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing out
How
there?
y'all doing? Instead of saying, like, see you later, have I ever
Smell
talked?
you later.
Smell you later?
Smell you later.
Man, smell you later. No, you know what I started? A friend of mine used to always say, all right, then.
All right, then.
And so now, like, sometimes when I leave certain friends, I'll be like, all right, then. Instead of saying goodbye, just all right, then.
There's a guy that used to work for me, and, talk to him on the phone a lot because I'd say, hey, you need to go over here, you need to go over here. It is a big deal, and it was even like a tradition in this family that when they went to get off the phone, they were like, all right, then, and they would hang up.
That was
it. And the quicker, the better. I mean, that was like a term of endearment with them. All right, then. If you weren't done and he started, all right, then, you're going to have to call him back because he was going to hang up.
Hey, Bubba. That's one of my favorite phrases. Hey, Bubba.
Hey, Bubba.
You know, I forgot to wear my Bubba shirt.
You did.
Man, I forgot to get you one.
Yeah. You gotta order mine from the parachute company.
Bubba, that's somebody's business.
The circus tent.
We'll get it soon.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome at $299 today, Billy.
Wow.
$299, brother.
See, I never get like
it.
a centennial one. I'm always like on one side or the other.
We could have just skipped it again this week. Man, hey, by the way, man, it feels good to be back in person.
Oh, it does. Fridays are tough.
Yeah, it was. And I apologize, man. The past couple of weeks, everything going on, and then we had to be back in Georgetown on last weekend, and so. But I was like, I don't want to miss another show with y'all, and so we did the show remotely, and it was okay, but it's just not the same.
No, it's always better in studio.
The only good.
How old is that balloon now?
Balloon's still going, man.
For those of y'all that have followed Balloon Gate. It is still floating.
Hold on. Let's go. Let's head over to the.
Let's do a live report.
Let's head over to the official remote camera. I'll just make sure to zoom in so you don't see all the other stuff over there. The official remote camera, sponsored by your business name here.
Yeah.
For we're trying to do everything.
Just mail us a check.
We're trying to nickel and dime here. Check this out. Look at this balloon, man. Billy, how long has this thing been going?
Since your birthday, right?
April the 8th. Yeah, man. That's nuts to think about that. That this balloon is still floating. Whoever came out with that balloon, man, they deserve a major raise. I'm sitting here trying to fix this too, by the way. You're trying to do stuff live, and you know how it goes, man.
I thought you were just trying to show everybody the Hawaiian themed couch.
Oh, man. Oh, here we go. I gotta fit there we go, because this started happening yesterday. There it is, man. That balloon has been floating now since April the 8th, and here we are, April, May, June. We're going on April to May, May to June. We're going to be 3 months on July the 8th.
Now, it has lost some weight.
Well,
not us.
You knew exactly where I was going with
the
that.
balloon's looking real good.
This balloon's looking pretty good too, man.
Ooh, you telling me?
Hey, we're matching today, man.
Yeah, I know.
I need to get like a shirt.
Well, I was peeking
Those
in
are
your
nice.
windows this morning, and I said, well, that's what he's going to wear. Then I got to run home and change shirt.
I saw you drive by, and then I saw you like in one of those, what do they call them, the white beater shirt? Mm-hmm. I saw you in one of those, and then I saw you because I saw you rip off what you had, and you threw that one on.
Yep.
And when you were doing it, you were going like this in the truck.
I just want to be part of the team, yeah.
All right, well, welcome.
Trying to get the fleas off of it.
Yeah, that's what trying to shake them off. All right, Huntsville, welcome. Let us know that you're out there this morning. We're already having some fun today, and it is our fabulous Friday and faithful Friday. But we need to get. I need to get back on the horn of getting pastors on here on Fridays. We had a great show with a couple of guys. I really, really, really want to get Chaplain Holmes in here. Do you know Billy Holmes?
Yes,
I have got to get that guy here on the show with us on Friday. Man, he is so dynamic, and I'm not saying this jokingly. I love the man, and I love when he prays. When this guy prays, Billy, it's almost like he's singing a psalm, and it's just unbelievable how touched by the Spirit he is, man. I love Chaplain Holmes, one of my favorite guys here in Huntsville, man, and we need to get him here on a Friday. Mm-hmm. He's just a good man. If you guys out there,
could try to entice him with a hash brown like you do me.
Yeah, what do you got there, Billy?
I got the hash brown you gave me.
Man, that hash brown goes down good.
I didn't eat mine as fast as yours, so I got caught with it on air.
Like the Sonic tater tots are pretty good. Mm-hmm. But if they would just have hash browns and man, that's a new one. There you go, hash browns and cheese. Because I love tater tots and cheese. Why don't they do hash browns and cheese?
No, check this. Take a good old homemade hamburger and put a hash brown on top of it.
Man.
Yeah.
Let's turn this show off.
Yeah.
And do that today. So, all right. Well, we're going to get this rolling this morning. Again, welcome in episode 299. Big shout out Paul Oley of the Gallery. Paul.
We love you, Paul.
Love you, buddy. Paul
We
Oley.
love the couch in there, too.
Yeah, love the couch over there. We're going to pull that thing out, here in the
Yeah, I think that should be studio seating up there. I got some 2x4s out in the truck. Well, we'll build a second row in here.
People, you know what we need to do is have a couch on a second level.
Yeah.
You can climb up a ladder, sit on the couch.
Yeah, that'll help my business.
That will help your business. Won't help mine unless we have good insurance policy that'll cover that kind of stuff. But anyways, big shout out, Paul. Thank you from the Gallery for providing the space. Paul Oley for all of your custom framing, photography, and more. It's the Gallery, 1201 University. Also, huge thank you to my good friend Elliot Herzlich. I was on the phone with Elliot yesterday, again, 2 days ago, touching base, and appreciate Elliot and all that he does here in Huntsville. Took Shannon yesterday. We were able to present the first Rays of Hope check to HISD Social Services yesterday, and appreciate all our friends with her, Sally Dowis, and more of our foundation sponsors. We wanted them to go, but everybody was out of town and busy. I know Greg's busy right now, so he wasn't able to go with us. Rick and Kay are out of town right now.
Apparently, people do this thing called vacation.
Oh, vacation! Yeah, I haven't heard of that one before.
Yeah, I don't know.
Never heard of it. But
when they take these things, they go far away and they stay there for a couple of weeks.
And then they don't want to come back.
Yeah.
Still haven't figured that one out either. But no, big thank you to the community for Rays of Hope. Billy and I were able to present that. Now, of course, that's just I don't know what you call those. I don't know what those checks are called.
I've waited my whole life to get one of them big paper checks.
You can't cash them.
Why not?
If they have the routing number, though, I think that they can.
I think if it's got everything it needs, you can.
Someone in a bank one time told me that you could literally write a check on a piece of notebook paper, and as long as it has the routing number and the account number and you sign it, that's as valid as a check.
Well, I'm sure Music Man will let us know.
Yeah, Music Man, let us know. If I brought in a piece of notebook paper to the bank and I wrote down the routing number, the account number, and all that, and I signed it, could somebody cash that piece of notebook paper? I don't see why not. It's on paper just like a rectangle, and you can print your own check. So what's the difference?
Yeah, it seems like if it was formatted correctly, it wouldn't.
The only thing is, it wouldn't be the MICR ink, and that ink is a special magnetic ink that reads the. When they run the checks through on the bottom, that the routing number and the account number is supposed to be MICR font, and they're also it's magnetic ink. The reason I know all this, my dad used to make me print his checks for him, But anyways, huge shout out. Appreciate Sally. And, we're distributing the money to more organizations this year for flood victims and also others. And so we weren't able to give as big of a check as we would have liked to HISD Social Services, but we're thankful still. $300 is going to go a long way. And they received a bunch of gift cards as well. I know the lady does not want me to say her name, but a very nice anonymous donor brought in a bunch of gift cards and gave, and so we gave those to Sally as well yesterday. So
yeah, we won't say her name, but she just loves some of the music we play.
Yeah, she does, and it's one of the best songs that we play.
Please come home.
It's that song right there, Billy.
It's my theme song.
So next week we'll be presenting a little more cash to some other area organizations. Also, we have some funds set aside for some of the flood victims that we talked about, and so we want to make sure that we present those folks as well. And man, a huge shout out to Jamie Salas, by the way, over at Osprey Storage. She showed up, and this brought a whole new level of donation that we weren't really anticipating, and it's not a bad thing. She brought by a ton of adult diapers. Apparently somebody in one of those units had stored a bunch of brand new in the box, adult diapers. And you know what? Folks need those at places like the senior villages of Huntsville. And so
Hot Wing Night.
Or Hot Wing Night, yeah. Is that on a Friday night? I kind of saw there. You know how, sometimes you can see, the what do you call this right here? Like your drawers, but I'm talking about the elastic. Mm-hmm. Sometimes your shirt lifts up. Oh, that's Hanes. I saw something that looked like a diaper, Billy, this morning when you raised your arm.
Just trying to get your attention. Kind of keep you engaged.
But no, we know in all seriousness, a lot of folks, need those type of items. And so there was.
Yeah, because sometimes we forget about the senior community.
Absolutely.
Because we're focused on, the kids. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's just sometimes we got to do a better job of keeping our radar on,
We did for HLI 42. It was really exciting. This year we did I forget the actual name of it, but it was it's Share the Love.
Yeah, I remember y'all doing that.
It was a share, and we had a ton of stuff come in, and all over town. The folks in that class, Liz Spear and so many others, did such a phenomenal job organizing that and putting boxes throughout the community, like over at various business locations. So people donated in those boxes. They came through the drive-through, and my goal is to carry that tradition on around Valentine's Day. And so we're going to continue that tradition of doing the senior Share the Love drive around Valentine's Day every year. And you know what worked out really well for that, Billy? The initial idea, and it was a good idea, was to take all these items, to organize it all, and then to put it into, like 42 bags. Because there was over at Park, I think it's Park Place, over there across from the Chamber of Commerce. That's another senior community. Mm-hmm. So over there was like 42 bags that were dropped off. Well, we found out that it's better after the senior villages of Huntsville, all the stuff we had left over, it was good stuff still. We found out that it was better, and I think this, again, was Liz's idea. I don't want to discredit anybody else that may have had this idea. I sure didn't have anything to do with it. But it was Liz Spear or one of those folks in our class that said, why don't we just create like a shopping center for these folks? And so what we ended up doing is we set up some tables inside their main kind of lobby area over there, the main office. And they got the TV and a couch and a little kitchen and all that. It was such a great idea. Set up tables, just put the items out on the tables, and told folks, come by and grab what you need. And it worked out wonderfully. And I think in the future, that's the best way to do that, because those folks in those communities, they're not going to take advantage and take every single thing.
Yeah, and this way they only get what they need.
That's exactly right. And we had so much toilet paper, paper towels. I mean, everybody was taking a couple of rolls of paper towels, saving them for other people. And it worked out wonderfully, Billy. We were able to get rid of all the excess items because of that. Just come on in and grab what you need. So we'll continue that. Jay Elms joining. By the way, Jay Elms in that class, and he's joining us. Look what he said. HLI. Everybody says the best class ever. Well, we changed it.
Our biggest class ever. Yeah,
We changed it because I got so tired of hearing that we are the greatest class ever.
The greatest.
So you might as well be the best, but you're not the greatest.
Okay, yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
So every year, this is the creativity of our class. We decided, man, forget this old logo. We're going to come up with our – Bill Doggett, if you're joining, because everybody in those classes always said the best class ever. Mm-hmm. Not knocking on anybody else, but we, the greatest class ever. Just wanted to throw that. That's the only arrogance you're ever going to get out of me, by the way. It's the only – I felt kind of bad about saying that.
Okay.
I did. I felt bad about saying that, Billy. I felt real bad. I don't like talking like that.
Do you believe it?
Do you receive it?
There you go.
Hey, well, welcome in again. We've already said thank you to everybody except the number one folks that are here right now, besides our audience, is Billy Cauthen and Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We could not bring you this fabulous Friday and this faithful Friday without our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We tossed up a new graphic there as folks were coming in this morning, and I love this. Hometown traditions, hometown values. Billy, when you think of that phrase, I mean, it kind of takes you back in a really positive way about good people in a good community. I wanted your thoughts kind of when you see that. What do you think of?
Well, I've been blessed in my career to be right here in my hometown of Huntsville, Texas. So, and sometimes in Huntsville, we do things a little different than you would some other place, and we understand those traditions. So, when we go to your church, we know how things are done. Or if your family uses our chapel, we know what your family normally does. I mean, we're sticking with those traditions, and then our hometown values is we live, work, and worship right here in Huntsville and Walker County. So, we are a valuable part of the community, and we value the community. So,
what I love about this community, and it's something that you just said that is so open here in Huntsville. Why I love it here.
Was it about my hash brown?
It was about the hash brown, the ketchup dripping off of it.
Yeah, I got it all over me.
No, it was the word. You said worship, and I love that we live in a community where we can be open about our faith and the good things happening here in Huntsville, Texas. So I put a post And I was serious. I put a post up on last night, and I said, watch us this morning. No discussion about a certain event that happened last night.
Yeah, we're not touching on all
We don't touch it.
We don't touch it.
We don't touch it. What we touch is the good in Huntsville.
That's right.
That's why I sit here during the show, and y'all don't realize it the whole time. You don't normally see my arm. We touch the good in Huntsville, so my finger's right here the whole show on Billy's shoulder.
You need a wet wipe.
All right, well, we're continuing on. It's just Billy and I today. We want to thank you for being with us.
Nobody ever wants to hang out with me. I don't get it.
That's all right, man. You know, I used to hang out with the school. I said it was at the Rotary initiation. By the way, you're a board member of Rotary, so thank you for your service there, Billy.
Thank me when my term's up.
Yeah. Thank you when you
didn't do nothing.
Thank you when you get turned up. Is what I'm saying,
exactly.
When you get turned. But no, there was the initiation, kind of the change of the gavel with the new president, and now that's Michelle Spencer. Michelle Lyons did a great job. Michelle Spencer, also with Boys and Girls Club, of course. She's volunteering now as the president of our local Huntsville Rotary Club. I've been a Rotarian almost 20 years now. It's a great organization, service organization, all about giving back, not only just to the local community, but on a global scale. Rotary's responsible for helping to eradicate polio in every country except 2, and I think Afghanistan's one of those that it hasn't been eradicated. And the reason is they're not allowing Rotary to come in there with those relief efforts. Very simple, vaccination for Rotary. It's a little drop you put on your tongue, and that's all it is. And so that's why since the 80s it's been a huge mission of Rotary International. And if you want more information about Rotary, I encourage you to go to Rotary.org. You can find out more information about how it started. It's a really awesome organization. But it was cool to be there at that initiation meeting and just to see, again, more of the good here happening in Huntsville with Michelle now as the new president of our local Rotary chapter. And I think this is going to be a really exciting year, Billy. It's a lot of fun.
And the Lions Club.
I wanted you to highlight that. What have you guys been up to in the Lions Club,
Well,
too?
they actually had new officer initiation yesterday. So they, just one day behind Rotary. So, yeah, they passed a gavel, and Julie Hill is now the head honcho there, and she's going to do great things, and we're going to continue serving our local community.
Is Jeannie White, she still, is that her? Yeah, Jeannie, she has the Snap Fitness. Am I saying her name correct? Yeah, Jeannie's a wonderful lady. She invited me to come speak at the Lions Club a couple years ago, and this was before we had moved, and, man, I loved it. It was just a great organization. And, Billy, I think that speaks highly of you, man, not just being involved in one thing. You're doing multiple things, serving in Rotary, being active in the Lions Club. Those are all important things and a very important organization. I'm glad you brought up the Lions Club, too, because, Liz Spear talks a lot about Lions Club. I think Noah's in that
her dad's
organization.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So it's a great family and great people. Well, I'll tell you what, let's take a quick break. I've got our impossible question on the other side. Today, I didn't get a chance to put it on social, but we got today's impossible question. And also a little bit of things about this day in history. A little joke that I want to go over. It's serious things, but it'll turn into a joke, Billy, with you and I. So we've got more coming. Comments are coming in as well. So we'll go over those.
I'm reading that last one there.
We'll go over this here in a minute too, Billy. Get your thoughts on this. All right. So
okay.
Let's take our first break. As always, our shows on these fabulous Fridays brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Hometown traditions, hometown values. Their family's been serving yours since I graduated high school, since 2002. So
That's when we decided to start it.
22 years. Rob's out of high school. Let's start the business.
School.
We may need it now that he's out because he's going to get crazy. So that's what happened. But give them a call, 936-291-7300, or visit their website, shmfh.com. Hometown traditions, hometown values. Our keyword will wrap up this week. It is hot, hot, hot. And all you got to do is text in that keyword, hot, along with your name on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line, just like Billy did earlier this week. He won 2 tickets.
Sure did, yeah.
Coming in next week.
And y'all caught me off guard when you called, too.
Yep, Billy got them. And so text in the keyword hot. Today, you know what I'm feeling? I got a little prize bag for you. So a little prize bag coming your way. And we'll have some goodies in there. And all you got to do is text in the word hot along with your name. 0 Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. That is the number to text in this morning. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. This is your show. It is Good Morning Huntsville here on this Faithful Friday. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Here we grow again. Tomorrow's Promise is excited to announce our 3rd location to better serve the families of Walker County and surrounding areas. At Tomorrow's Promise, we are more than just childcare. We pride ourselves on partnering with parents and creating a place where every child is respected, loved, and nurtured in the highest quality environment. See what makes us the perfect fit for your child and their needs. Schedule a tour and learn more about Montessori.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tpms.life for more information. Education you can trust. Hey friends, Rob Hipp here for Elliott's Jewelers. I wanted to take a brief moment to let you know if you're looking for someone in the jewelry business right here in Huntsville, look no further than my good friend Elliott Herslick. He's helped me out time and time again, whether it was that wedding band that I needed a while back or that special ring for Bridget. He's always been there for me. He goes above and beyond. He's also a person who gives back to the local community. I like to do business with those who give back, and that's exactly what Elliott Herslick of Elliott's Jewelers does. Hey, if you feel like you don't know what to do, maybe you don't know where to turn, what to look for, Elliott is the person. Again, it's Elliott's Jewelers. You can visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com for more information. And when you call him, let him know that you heard from his good friend Rob Hipp. Again, it's Rob here for Elliott's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Man, I got a McD's chicken biscuit over here cooling off, Billy.
Cooling off?
Here we go.
Supposed to get them when they're hot and fresh.
Friday, got Sam Houston all day. I'm talking funeral home. Never go home. Call up Billy. Give a dog a bone. Woof, woof, woof. Be better off going to the AI music, to be honest. My talent's, I have no talent anymore, Billy. You know, it's gone. I had some up until.
It does start drying up as you get older.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm sitting there thinking, man, my broadcasting days are. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm doing New Waverly this year. I'm doing them again. Doing New Waverly again this year. Working with the wonderful man Ed Watto. He's on the school board there in New Waverly, and became really good friends with Ed. He's another one of those guys, man. When I think of good people in Huntsville, I think of guys like you. When I think of good people in New Waverly, I think of guys like Ed. And he's just became a tremendous friend. In fact, when my dad had passed, I mean, he called to check on me and see how I was doing, just like you did, man. And it meant a lot to me. And he's a good guy. And so we're getting ready. And I wanted to mention that if you would like to be a part of our New Waverly football coverage this season, we've got a lot of opportunities open. And we do have a lot of folks in New Waverly this year that want to be involved. We had a lot of Huntsville support last year, and we welcome everybody back that supported last year. But one thing that I do, and I learned this when I was calling, and no offense, but I learned it when I was calling Huntsville sports. We just oversold that. There's just too many. I mean, you're trying to listen to the game, and it's like every 5 seconds there's another sponsor. Everybody wants to be involved. Mm-hmm. But I had a lot of complaints, actually, when I was calling those games. Of like, man, y'all need to limit the – in fact, a well-known business here in town, wasn't you guys, but a well-known business, they said, we won't sponsor because there's too many people on it.
Yeah, no joke.
And so we've with New Waverly –
So-and-so lost their mouth guard. That'll be our –
yeah. That mouth guard loss brought to you by Copeland Family Dental. Don't lose your teeth. Call Ty. Ty would have probably sponsored that too. And one thing that I wanted to do with you guys, and can I mention this, Billy? I thought it would have been kind of great, but after we thought about it, it wouldn't have been, because at the end of the game, did I ever tell you what segment I wanted to have with you guys?
I think we talked about.
I told it to Greg. He goes, man, I kind of like that, but instead we spun it positive. But mine was, let's put this game to rest, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. That would have been good, right?
And that's the funny thing about my industry is trying to advertise a funeral home. I want y'all out there in listener land to really think about that. How would you advertise a funeral home? Because you have to be so careful and so respectful and so, because everybody can get offended. And then once they get offended, it's, oh, man, mouth of the South, here they come,
Mouth of the South. No, but you guys do such a tremendous job, and I know, man. Look, I just went through the loss of my father, and I know those things are tough, but you also have to find a way to sometimes have fun in any business, and you don't make light, obviously, of someone when they pass. And you guys do such a wonderful job being so respectful of the families and all that. But I've been to some places to where it feels like it's just another day. It's when I was doing IT work, I used to service a couple of funeral homes, and one of those was awesome. The folks, Rebecca Robita's Gardner, Rich Gardner, his wife, and Rich, and they were always wonderful. But there was other homes that we serviced, and it just felt like when I went in, it was like another day. At the one where Rebecca and Rich were, they were so compassionate. They had fun. They did their job, but they had fun, but they were also so compassionate in the way that they handled families, just like you guys do.
You know what I learned from Rebecca Robita's Gardner?
It's a pretty cool name, right?
Yeah, it is.
RRG.
Honest to God, I learned this from her, and this is straight from her, and I'm going to get this right.
She liked our photo yesterday, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Rebecca, if you're watching, not my sister Rebecca, but Rebecca Robita's Gardner. Professor Gardner, yes.
They don't care what you know until they know that you care.
Wait, say that again, because it takes me a while to process.
They don't care what you know.
They don't care what you know.
Until they know that you care.
Until they know that. I like that. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you could know everything, but if you don't care about anything, then they don't care about you.
Exactly. If family comes in to meet with you and you're just, well, that doesn't matter. So I think about, and that is, it burned right up. I think this lobe here is where that image is burning.
I see some smoke coming out of it still.
Yeah, it flames up sometimes. But every time I interact with a family, if you're like, what the hell is he thinking about? That's what I'm thinking about, that y'all don't care what I know until you know that I care. Mm-hmm. And I do care. And that's, so sometimes when I don't sound as professional as possible, it's because really I care and I want to make everything as easy as I can for the people.
That's because you're being real.
Yeah.
You're being a person, and that's what people want. During the time of loss, you just want somebody to be a person, to be real with you. And
I understand, because I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
I've walked that walk. I totally get it. I understand the hurt and the confusion, and it feels like everything's moving a million miles an hour.
It's like I thought a lot about you guys over these last few weeks because of we have the family service there that we've used for years, and I was telling you, if my dad was here in Huntsville, man, and we didn't know of anyone, it would have been you guys. It would have been y'all. But this was a family connection. But I thought a lot about how they do stuff. And there's a couple of things that they can do better because I think about how much y'all do. But overall, they did a really good job. And there's a lady named Tina Tepps, and man, she just like you, man, she went out of her way multiple times to take stuff over to my mom's house to have her sign because my mom doesn't drive.
Yeah.
And
they're a dignity funeral home, aren't they?
Well, I hope they all are.
Well, there are some funeral homes that are dignity memorial providers.
Yeah.
And they're corporately owned, even though they keep the name of what they originally started.
And see, you explained it because a lot of families will start these funeral homes as a family or a family name, and I didn't realize this. And you educated me that the corporate funeral homes will come in and buy out the small mom and pops, and they'll keep the family like a Cook Walden Davis, which is that funeral home. But the Davis family has nothing to do with it anymore.
Metcalf's, Kashner, all those. Huntsville Funeral Home at the end.
Kashner, where's that one at?
Conroe.
I don't know if that's a good idea to have cash in the name of a funeral home. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying, man.
Hey, it's nice to get paid in cash, right?
It's at Greenback's Funeral Home. Oh, man.
Green stamps.
But no, I thought a lot about it. I really did, Billy, and I appreciate you calling me and checking in and making sure. When I went over to see my dad, I called you, man, because I just didn't know what to do. And that's the compassion that you have for folks, not only as a friend to me, but when folks are going through something. That's the compassion that you're going to get from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, from Billy and the entire staff. Who's the gentleman that works there with you guys, the older gentleman that's so nice and kind?
Mr. Gary Bynum.
Mr. Bynum, that's him. Man, I maybe talked to him before, but I really didn't talk to him until the fly-in, at Easter. And my heart just, not to be weird or, fuzzy, but he made my heart feel warm. There was just a vibe that Mr. Bynum puts off that just feels so like grandfatherly. Mm-hmm. Do you feel what I'm saying? Are you picking that up?
Every day. Every day.
Just, he's so gentle, and you could tell, and you have to be that way in the industry that you guys are in, and all of y'all are that way. Greg is that way. Mm-hmm. I won't go into the details, but there was
like Greg's dad number 2 for me. So yeah.
Well, there was a situation, a while back, and I witnessed firsthand Greg comforting someone in a very tough time, and I was like, I've always thought the world of Greg, but I've never seen him in action during that troubling, trying moment for a family, and the way that he expressed compassion was so tremendous. And that's what all of you guys do. And I'm not just saying it because you're sitting here and you're a friend and y'all are on the show. I'm saying it because it's the truth.
Is it because I'm holding this pistol on you?
Well, you got to put your finger on good people here in Huntsville. So, all right.
My favorite thing with Greg is, for those of y'all that know, he loves kids. God, he loves kids. And I got pictures of him, like at a funeral service. People bring their kids and they're running around. There was one at a service, and you could tell this little dude was just tired. He was getting cranky, and Greg just reached down and picked him up and held him, and the kid fell asleep.
Oh, that's great.
And here's Greg being as professional as all get out with his suit on, just
and a kid
holding this kid asleep, and he's still talking to people, still performing his job duties, still holding the kid.
That's awesome.
I'm like, hey, do you want me? No, I got him. I was like, okay then, Paw.
We just need Greg to say, hey, Bubba, come here. No, I think that's reserved for you, man. That's your phrase. So, well, speaking of Bubba, we have something today that happens every single day on the show. I went back to the Billy Cauthen view. What do you have today, Billy? What is the mug today?
Which one are we on?
I'll be in my office.
I'll be in my office.
Where'd that one come from?
I think one of the girls got this for me. You ever have one of those days where it's just, I'll be in my office?
So did they hand it to you in the bathroom?
That's my extension office. Do you call and talk to the people I work with to get this information?
No, because I'm thinking about my similar. Have you ever answered? We talked about this the other day, and I don't think you were on this episode, but we were legitimately asking people, like, do you answer the phone when you're in the bathroom? And no one wants to admit it,
Yeah, I'm not wanting to admit it, but yes.
Yeah.
But it's easy to tell because our bathroom's all tile, so it sounds like I'm talking in a speaker box.
Is there some people that call, though, and you don't answer it? Because,
yes.
So, perfect example, Elliot, full disclosure. I don't mind talking about it. Elliot Herslick called me, and I just didn't want to answer the phone with Elliot while I was in the bathroom. Now, like, my sister would call. My sister calls me in the bathroom. You know, it's a whole different thing.
It's not bad if you're in there by yourself, but if somebody walks in. Click.
Yeah, I don't.
We must have got disconnected.
That happened in Georgetown. It went viral. Our former mayor decided to use the restroom during the service, and he accidentally left his microphone on.
Oh.
And I don't. Did you ever hear about this, Billy?
Yes, I have. I just didn't know that's where that originated from.
Yes, and I was very nervous about this, only because I did his IT work at the time. So while everybody thought that this was one of the most hilarious, funniest things that they'd ever seen, I'm sitting here worried sick that somebody's going to hack this guy's computer. I think this is appropriate. I don't think that this is anything that's not family friendly, Billy. Do you agree? This is good humor.
It's bathroom humor.
It's good humor, and I kind of want to play this for y'all this morning to show you what happened in my hometown. Oh, I don't know.
How do you pronounce that last name?
John Rowe.
John Rowe?
Yeah, that's one of our council members. One of not very nice lady. Let me play this for you here. This was about...
Your life has not already been touched by an antibiotic-resistant disease. It probably will be at some point. My mother has fought a MRSA
You heard it in the
infection.
background. Very
I have
serious.
a high school friend whose 3-year-old son almost died from C. diff, and he will be dealing with the consequences of that for the rest of his life.
Serious.
But the thing is that these deadly infections, there's something we can do about it. And what we can do is call on governmental representatives that are higher up the chain of command.
Dang, he had to go, man.
And ask for action at the federal level. I am aware of Mr. Brainerd's concerns that he raised last time, and there would be instances where I actually agree that we should take action locally
It's
first.
still going, by the way.
Yeah, but she has
There are
a
not
mic
any
right there in her station.
PFAS
How come he
operations in
doesn't
Georgetown,
have?
so for us to just say it
Why did
within
he
the
have
city
a
limits.
Hang on, is he gonna wash his hands?
I don't know. And the best part of it is...
Would be an empty gesture? So...
I'm just walking back to my...
And also these diseases
And he's like, huh?
don't know any boundaries. So a state-by-state approach would just mean that
There you go, Kyle. He had the comment of the day.
Yeah, he did.
there'd be clusters of disease that would go across the border. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now and ask that you give this serious consideration and approve this resolution.
I mean, they're trying to have a serious conversation.
He approved his resolution.
The resolution got approved. It was a lengthy resolution, but it got approved.
He had to go.
What would you do in that? Let me ask you, Billy. What would you do in that situation?
If it was me,
if that was you,
as soon as I found out,
would you duck and run?
I would melt into the carpet and slide out to my truck.
I think he actually enjoyed. This is a friend. I've considered him a friend. I don't think it fazed him. I think, in fact, this was a mayor, by the way, that like he hung out. There was a video of him. Georgetown got real big on this green energy and solar energy. It was a big initiative. It was a very, it was an initiative that I think it had good intentions. He had the best interest for the community. Good guy. But he was on a chat with like Bernie Sanders on a stage, and I was like, man, that's my mayor up there. Now, despite what you think politically about Bernie Sanders, one way or the other, it's still pretty cool to have your hometown mayor talking to a guy like that. It was kind of cool because it was green energy, and Bernie was all about the green, man. Now all about the green too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what I would do. He took it and ran with it. I think he actually enjoyed the attention that it brought.
I don't even know how to answer that.
I have no idea what to do.
I would still be embarrassed to this day.
Let me ask the audience, what would you do if you were in that situation? All right, I got a couple things for you today. On this day, Billy, Henry VIII, the legendary king of England, was born on 1491. He married, I don't know what this means. He married like Larry King and ate like Chris Christie. That makes sense because Larry King married a bunch and Chris Christie ate a lot. All right, there you go. Okay, on this date in 1778, Mary Ludwig Hayes. That's it. You know when your last name's Ludwig? That's a pretty Mary Ludwig Hayes. Gained the name Molly Pitcher when she aided American forces at the Revolutionary War Battle of Monmouth in New Jersey by carrying them water. While she became famous, we never knew the name of the woman who took over for her. Well, because she was just the relief pitcher. These are always real corny, right? In 1820, scientists determined that the tomato was non-poisonous. Can you believe this? 1820, all those years, and they finally said the tomato. Think about this, Billy. Somebody had to figure out that foods were poisonous and that weren't poisonous. Mm-hmm. God bless those folks that came before us that figured out that.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody had to try, and many tried and died from eating some of this stuff. So in 1820, the scientists finally determined tomato non-poisonous. This was back when science had really low bars. I'm surprised that it took science that long to catch up. Which, of course, changed BL sandwiches forever.
Oh, yeah.
Used to just be bacon lettuce.
That's right.
The company that made bumper stickers, there was bumper stickers back then, say ketchup kills. Well, they immediately went out of business. Tomatoes didn't kill people anymore. And
bumper stickers.
And there you
Come
go.
on,
Rob. One other one here this morning, Billy. These are horrible, by the way. We need you to write these, Billy, okay? On this date in 1859, the very first dog show took place. It was in Newcastle, England. Newcastle, England. Unfortunately, it was right next to a cat store. If only it also hadn't been Take Your Cat to Work Day. I think it would have been all right, Billy.
Where did you get this?
It's horrible. It's horrible stuff. I pay for this. Today's national. How do you say that? Tapacoa. Tapa. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. You're just as good as me.
I don't like that stuff. It's a food. Tapacoa. I don't know. Anyways, that's whatever day it is today. It's also an International Body Piercing Day, Billy. So I'm glad that you took those piercings out of your elbow.
Yeah,
elbow goose there.
Yeah, because my elbows are drying out.
Can you believe this? Former Super Bowl quarterback John Elway turning 64.
Wow,
64 today. I remember watching him growing up. And also Mel Brooks. 98. Is that correct? Mel Brooks 98.
What?
Happy birthday number 98 to Mel Brooks. Is that right?
It's also International Cap Locks Day.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow, I can't believe that Mel Brooks is 98 years old. International Caps Lock Day today. Who thinks of this stuff? A couple of things that you need to know this morning as you're waking up with this. Eccentric country singer Kinky Friedman. You know, he ran for governor here in Texas. He died Wednesday, the age of 79. Did not know this. He had Parkinson's disease.
Well, I didn't know he died.
Yeah, he died yesterday. Got the news yesterday, saw it. In fact, a guy named Eric Raines on the radio with Bob Cole in Austin, and Eric posted a picture of his wife and Kinky together.
Well, nobody put it on Facebook. I didn't know about it.
That didn't sound good, his wife and Kinky together. But he passed away, 79 years old. A California federal jury handed the NFL and its teams a defeat Thursday. They awarded 2 classes of DirecTV Sunday ticket subscribers about $4.7 billion in total damages. That was an antitrust trial over claims that they illegally pumped up the price of the sports broadcast packages. Bridget's brother Blake, my brother-in-law, is real big into the NFL Red Zone and all that kind of stuff. That stuff's getting expensive, man. Are you engaged on Sunday with NFL stuff?
No.
Any team in particular that you follow, maybe? Or?
Yes, the Huntsville Hornets.
That's your NFL Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, and I glanced through some of this. There's really nothing in this except this one. And Jason and I talked about this yesterday. NBC, the Olympics are right around the corner. When are they starting? Next month?
I don't know. I didn't get my invitation to participate. So,
well, the NBC is going to offer special recaps on the Peacock Network for the upcoming Olympics. What makes these so special? They are fully generated by AI, artificial intelligence technology, and they're going to use the voice of Al Michaels. You know Al Michaels, the sportscaster. Your daily Olympic recap on Peacock will see users presented with a highly customized highlight playlist. It's narrated by Michaels, or at least by his AI voice that sounds eerily like the sportscaster. Al didn't want to do this at first. Obviously, I wouldn't want to do it.
Is no one else slightly... Okay, I'm scared at this point of all this AI stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a class last week to where the lady was like, "Don't be scared, it's here to help." It's answering the phone, it's doing television, it's taking your order at the drive-thru. What is not to be scared of, people?
It's a song, a rock song. You know what? Maybe like a 90s, a 90s song that sounds like what is Adam Levine's band? The Red Hot. What band is he? I don't know. Sounds like Adam. You can't do that. I'm just going to set a 90s song that sings Billy Cauthen. See, watch this. This is what's here. That Billy Cauthen is absolutely terrified of AI technology.
Well, and the reason I say that is because you used to be like, "Oh, don't AI never do." Well, now it's doing more and more stuff. So before long, you're gonna be looking for a job, and AI is gonna take it.
All right. Well, here we go. It's a '90s boy band song about Billy Cauthen, who is absolutely terrified of AI technology, and I bet there's something out there on the internet.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm absolutely positive that there's probably something out there, Billy, on the internet that has something to do with
but
this.
Here's where some of the scare comes in. They're making that guy's voice, right?
Al Michaels, yeah.
So what keeps somebody from using your voice?
They don't. There isn't.
Yeah, and calling up somebody and saying, "Hey, your mama smells like tissue paper."
And people have done that.
Yeah, and next thing you know, you're
Billy's scared of screens now. AI makes him scream loud. Machines seem to think fast. He's stuck in the past.
It's a song for you, Bill.
Not very boy bandish.
Let's look. They give you two versions.
Billy's scared of screens now. AI makes him scream loud. Machines that seem to
Hey, we do need some new Cauthen music at the funeral home.
Typing feels too risky. Talk to bots too frisky. Lights flashing his feet now. Wants to hide somehow. Billy's terrified of AI eyes. Sees the future in disguise. Won't trust the pixels. Oh no, no. Afraid of what they might know.
What?
Uh-oh.
It's pretty catchy. Billy's like, turn that garbage off.
It ain't no beans and bologna, but
oh man, yeah, it's getting out of
it's getting out of hand, is what it is.
It's getting a little nervous.
I mean, before long, you're going to be interacting with AI and not even knowing it's AI. You think you're going to be talking to that sweet lady at the bank, and it's not. It's some hacker that's hacked into their phone system, and
well, I think
then all $28 of your savings is gone.
Didn't I one day on the show? I did this. Were you on here when I did this? Hey, how's it going? I need somebody to talk to today.
I'm here for you. What's on your mind?
Well, my friend Billy is really scared about AI technology such as yourself. What should we tell him to make him a little more calm about this whole terrible situation? She's a little slow.
It's understandable to have concerns about new technologies. You can reassure your friend that AI is designed to assist and enhance our lives.
Okay. I got to ask you something. I have to ask you one more thing. Are you going to turn into Skynet like on the Terminator? Because I'm really scared about that.
I understand the concern. especially with how AI is portrayed in movies. No, I'm not going to turn into Skynet. AI, like me, is designed with strict guidelines and ethical considerations to ensure we're helpful and safe. We're here to assist with tasks and provide information, not to cause harm. If you ever have any specific worries or questions, feel free to ask.
Feel free to ask. There you go, Billy.
Ethical. Ethical.
And you know who writes that?
Everything's ethical until someone figures out how to use it unethically.
She's still talking to me. Hey, quit talking to me. You know, yeah, and someone writes this stuff. So when somebody gets their hands on it, it's unethical.
Yeah.
They're going to teach it to be unethical.
I keep getting all these advertisements on my phone, like, you know, let AI write your whatever and do. No. Because how do I know that it's going to say what needs to be said?
Could you imagine sitting there with somebody and like going over a plan for something, and you're like, well, hold on 1 minute, I don't know what to say. Let me ask the computer. All right, well, let's take another quick break. We do want to give you a final opportunity here this morning to text in on our 0 Degree Creations phone and text line. And that number, as always, it is 936-339-0139. Hot is the keyword, Billy.
Is it hot or hoot?
It's hooting hot outside is what it is. Text in keyword hot with your name, 0 Degree Creations phone and text line, 936-339-0139. As always, our fabulous Faithful Fridays brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, hometown traditions, hometown values. We'll take a brief break. We'll be back, close it out on the other side. It's your show here on this Friday. It's Good Morning Huntsville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. All right, back at a little rock music there. I'm not really a fan.
It sounded kind of like rodeo music, you know, like when they're hyping up the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Coming out of chute number 2 with a rubber boot and a plastic spoon.
Somebody's got to clean up after this bull after this show today. Oh, man.
He's a $7 million cowboy.
When is rodeo time here? Is it like in October? I always forget.
No.
Winter time? February?
We like to do it there March and April, I believe.
Oh, okay. Man, it's
right around Easter.
It seems like it's been so long.
Yeah.
We always did it in May in Georgetown.
I'm ready. Let's do it again.
Yeah, we need to have 2 rodeos. You know what I want to do? I want to get with the association. One of my favorite things that I ever had the privilege to broadcast was our Georgetown rodeo. And when I say broadcast, let me just say produce the video, because the guy that would call the rodeo, we just tapped into his mic. I didn't really say anything. That was their show. I would love this year coming up to do a live video stream of our rodeo here in Huntsville. It's just so fun. It's cool to get guys with cameras in the chutes, and it's just like you're on the PBR channel, man, or Cowboy channel rather, watching PBR. And those cowboys there, my cousin did it, man. He's wearing boots. He had our wireless camera. He's down in there. Just a really cool shot of him. And I've got a picture of him sitting in the chute looking down on the cowboy on that bull. And for some reason, I always thought about that. I was like, man, that was one of my favorite things to ever video produce was the Georgetown rodeo. It's just fun.
I know some people. I bet I can hook that up.
Yeah, man, ask them, because I would love to do that. And it's not going to – people are worried, well, it'll hurt ticket sales. No, it won't. It will not. And if we needed to, we could charge people to watch it and then give a percentage of it back to the Fair Association. But I would say keep it free, and that way it'll gain more exposure for people outside the community to want to come to Huntsville to see the great things that happen here in Huntsville.
We do put on one heck of a rodeo.
Oh, it's good, man. Yeah.
I take tickets at one of the gate like I'm responsible.
Do you really?
Yeah.
We were really thankful to the Fair Association, because we have a booth there every year for National Day of Prayer, and they set us up right there whenever you first walk in this year, and so we were very thankful for that. Hey, on a very serious note, we will go over the restaurant report, by the way, here in just a few moments.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to join us today for lunch. The restaurant report is back. And Cherie just said, where's it at? Where's lunch today? See, we've got a following now, Billy, because of you. So the restaurant report is back. We'll talk about it. But on a very serious note, I had a family reach out to me here in our community. We put an article up on Hello Huntsville a little bit earlier last night. And this was a lady named Pam Hansen. Her partner, Johnny Goodman, passed away in a fire, and there's a fundraiser that's been organized to support Hansen. This happened back on May the 2nd. Out on Hidden Creek Drive, just outside of town. The house was completely lost, and the fire, unfortunately, due to smoke, had taken the life of Goodman. And Goodman was well known in the equestrian community. Mm-hmm. Just a tremendous guy. I didn't have the privilege of knowing him, but I learned about him through these folks. And Sandra Cusick had reached out to me. She's a cousin of Pam, and said, "Is there anything that we can do to help promote this fundraiser?" And we said, "Absolutely." And so. There's been folks getting together, anonymous donor working on purchasing an RV for Pam, because right now she is technically homeless. She doesn't have a place to stay, so she's been staying with friends and family, but she's literally driving an hour back to the homestead to take care of the animals. And so they're working on trying to get an RV out on that property for her. And if you'd like to help out with that, just go to our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com. You can go to the website. It's the first story on the homepage. It may change a little bit later throughout the day as we add other stories. But just look for that article, and there's a link to the GoFundMe page to help out this family. So definitely wanted to bring that up this morning. Let them know, too, that they're in our prayers here today. So, well, Billy, restaurant report, where have you been eating lately, man? Because we haven't been around in a few weeks, at least in person.
On Fridays?
Yeah. Well, you've been busy on the past few Fridays.
I have. And I guess a lot of them 99-cent heart attacks is where I've been eating. Honestly, a lot of time, if I don't have something set, I just skip it, which is why I'm able to lose so much weight.
And and then you show up on the show this morning, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I've got a hash brown." "No, I don't want one." I said, "Well, Billy, I've got 2 of them." "Okay." And that's not really.
It's hard to turn down a hash brown.
That's not really being. I felt kind of bad about that too. That's not really being a good friend.
What, not taking a hash brown?
No, offering you stuff when you don't want it. And then kind of, well.
Oh, I wanted it.
But I
wanted that deep fried golden goodness.
Your gut wanted it, but your brain was like, no.
Brain's like, hey, them Marriott's getting tight.
today, where are we going, man? We've picked it earlier on the break.
We're going to hit the Three Sisters.
3, not 4, not 2, 3. Three Sisters Kitchen. They got those beef tips with that rice. Oh,
let's look and see what they got today. Have you looked?
No. Do they not have that every day?
I don't know if they have it every day.
And they have grape Kool-Aid over there.
I'm a fan of the red myself.
Grape or red. And so we are going to
I like the diabetes.
Three Sisters Kitchen today, and we'd love for you to join us. So all of you that are out there in internet land here in Huntsville, come join us at Three Sisters Kitchen at noon today. That is where we're going to. I'll invite Bridget to come eat with us too. Sweetheart, if you're watching, come eat with us today.
I don't believe they have updated their menu for today.
But they have that beef tips every day, right? That's like
I know they got pork chops every day.
I thought they had the beef tip. That rice and beef is what got me that first time I went.
It's really good. Really good.
So look at this. Cherie, there you go. Cherie Bright said, oh, my goodness, love me some Three Sisters. I'll see y'all there. Which location? They only have one location, right?
They got 2.
Where's the second one now?
At what used to be the Bar T Travel Center, and then it was something else, and now it's Kudos.
Oh, they opened up over at Kudos?
Mm-hmm. They're not in, like when we first heard about it, we thought they were moving into the old Walls Barbecue.
Yeah.
But they're actually set up in the driver's lounge. When you walk in the actual convenience store side and you go to the back, there's a driver's lounge.
Had
and
no
they
idea.
have tables and chairs, and they have a steam table and all that stuff.
Where do you want to go? Which the one just?
I want to go to the original.
Yeah, we're going to the original, the one downtown.
It's also in a gas station.
Yeah, we're going to the one downtown.
Connection there.
So we're going downtown. Meet us. Hey, in the Horn family, if you guys are watching this morning, Richard, Linda, come join us. We loved having y'all out last time we did it.
Oh, yeah.
So. Wait a minute. Cherie said Miss Joyce is cooking at the Kudos location. Nah, we'll still go downtown, though. It's a family recipe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that's where we're
we
going.
never did get to report on the where we ate last time, but I have information now that place is shut down.
Like completely shut down?
They've reamped what they're using that facility for.
But they're not going to reopen it?
The last I heard, not at this time.
Oh.
Now, that's always subject to change, but he has now converted it into a game room, like pool tables and stuff.
Well, I hate to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, doors open up pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Man, I hate to hear that. Doggone it. All right. And that was over at Cedar
Oaks.
Cedar Oaks, yeah. Well, Cherie went, Richard, Linda Horn. The Horn family can't join us today. They have a webinar at 12:30. You can do it on your cell phone.
Yeah, bring it with you.
Do it on your cell phone and do that fake green screen where they think you're somewhere, but you're not. So, all right.
What's fun is Linda's daughter goes to church with me. So her daughter gives me a hug and says, "This is for my mom," and then I have to give her one back and say, "Well, send that back to your mom."
Well, that's where we're going. Three Sisters today, Huntsville. So come join us for the Billy Cauthen Restaurant Report at Three Sisters. Okay, I'm going to have to update the article about Cedar Oak. Man, I hate to hear that, man. I just put that article gained a ton of traction.
when you're new, and he's not new in business. I mean, it's a great guy's been around forever, but I think this is his first step off into the restaurant industry. And, when you're new in something like that, you're having to tweak and change, and running a restaurant is super hard.
Yeah.
It's the people like, oh, you show up, whoop up some food, and eat. No. Then people are busting their butt from the second they get there until after they leave.
Richard said, I got to love a hug from Karen.
Yeah, they're good.
So, hey, by the way, new Subway's opening up here in town. If you've seen that, it's over by the only way that I can think of is the old pita pit.
Okay, yeah.
So in that shopping center right over there, there's the quilt shop
I saw that.
by the Josie Scout Lodge.
Right
Saw it
across
this
from the
morning.
Scout Lodge.
Subway opening up over there, and that's good because I don't mind going to the one here on Sam Houston, but there's no parking ever. It's designed mainly for college students.
That just goes to show you the change in the times. Because when I was a young Boy Scout, when our parents would drop us off for the meeting, we would all haul butt over to Long John Silver's and get fried food.
Boy, I miss Long John Silver's.
Yeah, and now, everybody's got to be healthier, so now the kids are going to be running across the street and getting the Subway sandwich.
Yep. So Subway's opening up over there. By the way, I've heard some news. We're going to confirm it today. I believe that Bath & Body Works is now open over in the Ravenwood Village Shopping Center. That apparently is open. And a new neighborhood. You've seen all the trees getting tore down over there. And I hate to see it, but, as a developer, it's your land. You can do what you want with it. And we can bark about it. You can't blame the city for any of this stuff. It's not their. The city can't go in and say, you can't buy this land, you know.
I live out that way, and I have my whole life, and I've always wanted to go in that house.
Well, you can't go in there now.
Nope.
It's gone.
Nope. And I thought about, once they cleared that land, I thought about stopping and asking, hey, can I just walk through this house? But I guess.
Did you ever go in the house?
Nope.
It's just something that you wanted to go in to experience?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because for the longest, you didn't know it was there.
Who lived there? Did you know?
I don't know.
I
mean, it was like a little hidden. And then, like during the wintertime, you could kind of see the house, but you never saw anybody there, or, there was never anybody outside or whatever. I think I might have saw somebody checking the mailbox once.
Did you ever go in the artistic houses, the boot house and any of those? Did you ever get a chance to go in
No,
those?
I had a buddy that done the plumbing on those houses, and he posted pictures as they were doing it. So, I mean, I really didn't,
That's two that I hope that if they ever sell, that they don't get tore down. I mean, that's just, you think about things, and you can't, and here's the deal. I know, I get like this too. I'm like, man, I wish that wouldn't have happened. But when you own that property, you can do whatever you want with it.
Absolutely.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think that and it's like I got to be careful about how I word this, but I don't want anybody telling me what to do with my property.
Exactly. No, I agree.
I've worked hard. I've bought it, and as much as I hate to see some things happen, I don't. I'm with most of the people in this community. Whenever I see things that you want to see get taken away, I'm like, man, I hate that. But at the same token, if I own the property, let me do what I want to, as long as it's in good taste,
And I am in firm belief that, yes, we do need more housing in Huntsville. Do we need more apartments? I don't think so.
I think more single-family homes.
We need more single-family, 2-car garage, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath homes.
But here's what I would say to any developer. A lot of folks are finding out about Huntsville now through this show. If you're thinking about coming here and building, and I'm in no way any economic expert, but I will say this because it's things that changed in Georgetown that really irked me. And again, I hated to see it, but I didn't own the property. If you're a developer moving into this community, please find a way to incorporate the natural beauty of what makes Huntsville unique when you design the neighborhoods. Like, it's cool that we have this housing coming in, but could you have figured out a way to leave some of those trees to encapsulate that natural beauty? Because now as you drive down 30, it's like beautiful forest, boom, huge wide open space.
Mud pit,
and now more trees. And I'm not an expert. I don't know how it goes. I'm not bashing on anybody. Maybe you couldn't. Maybe you're going to replant something. But find a way to incorporate and leave some of the natural beauty of what makes this community so great.
They did the same thing. I live in Summer Place. I mean, and most people that know me know that. I live in Summer Place, which is off 1791. They built a new neighborhood called Rock Bridge. And they purely scraped and raped that land to put those houses there. I mean, if there was a tree, it was gone. Now, when you drive through Summer Place, which had a beautiful forest behind everyone's house, now there's privacy fences and houses going up. It's like you couldn't have left a 10 or 15-foot buffer of trees.
Yeah.
I mean, you bought 300-something acres of land there. You couldn't have given us that. So, yeah.
It's happening out in the back park, and a lot of folks are upset about it. But again, we don't own the land.
Yep, true.
But it's
very
happening
true.
in the back part of Elkins now, and all that natural beauty is just being completely washed out. So my ask, and the little value that it has, but please, as you develop and create these neighborhoods, please leave some of the natural beauty, because that's what I love about Huntsville. I'll give the Woodlands credit. When you drive through the Woodlands, if you didn't know it was the Woodlands, you'd have no clue that it was there. They have done a phenomenal job, and I'm not knocking anyone here in Huntsville about this, but the Woodlands has done, in my opinion, for the growth, an incredible job, because a lot of that natural beauty is still there. And I understand when you come in and do stuff that you got to clear the land or whatever, but let's leave some of it, please.
Well, like when you buy your house, you're like, oh, we can go out on the back porch in the evening and have a cup of coffee and watch the sun go down, beautiful trees, this, that, and the other. And now it's a nasty old crooked 6-foot privacy fence.
Oh, we can go watch the old.
And it's not even the pretty side either.
Yeah, it's the side that the sprinklers hit and make it like mine. That's exactly it. So, hey, Odell Rochelle joining us, Cajun Barber. Good morning, boys. I like that. He said, great to see y'all this morning. So
you better not have a hair out of place. He'll come get you.
Odell, I need to come by and see you again, man, here pretty quick. But, I've kind of let this grow a little bit. How often do you let yours grow, your beard, before you cut it, trim it?
I trim this once a week. But I've been growing this now for, 60 years.
Yeah, it takes me forever to grow these.
I'm just not a...
all right. By the way, welcome in. El Turpinning, by the way, I still have your Skittles for your husband. So at First Baptist, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 3, I've got your Skittles.
Were that the Skittles sitting behind the lady yesterday?
Yeah, the freeze-dried Skittles.
Oh, see, I thought those were just for anybody.
Did you grab a handful of them?
I didn't. I started to, though.
Hey, I'm going to be full disclaimer, El Turpinning, I did have a handful of them, so come pick them up, please. Well, I washed my hands first.
He doesn't shove his hand in there. He, sprinkles them into his hand, so it's sanitary.
Nah, I cough all over my hand, and I
I ain't tell you what you do to the container before you put the lid back on.
All right, well, let's get over to our Zero Degree Creations phone and text line. We got a winner today. We'll see if they answer.
Man, we got a wiener.
Hello?
Yes, this is Ron McMurtry. I was trying to get a hold of the FLC PD, please.
Hey, how are you doing? This is she.
Is this Phyllis Dillard?
Yes, sir.
Well, when's the last time you've had a hot, steaming bowl of Wolf brand chili?
It's been a while.
Well, that's
but I like it in the wintertime. Put some good Fritos and onions and cheese. That'd be good.
See, I'm a saltines guy. Put a little hot sauce in there and get some saltine crackers. Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, Phyllis, if it's been more than an hour, it's been too long. How does the commercial go, Billy?
Yeah, I think that was it. You pretty much hit it on the head.
Phyllis, how you doing? I feel disrespectful calling you Phyllis. My daddy always said call people Mr. or Mrs. But
no, call me Phyllis.
But it's Miss Phyllis Dillard here on the line with us. Phyllis, how are you doing today? What are you up to on these days? Do you get off? Are you off on Fridays also?
Yes, sir.
So what does your Friday look like?
I'm out on my patio right now while it's cool, and I've been sweeping up a little bit, and
she's looking at the trees in her backyard.
Yeah, do you have trees in your backyard still, Phyllis?
Yes, I do. I love it. We have 2 acres, which is not much, but we're out near Camp Cauthen.
Oh, okay.
And so we're kind of surrounded by all of that. We don't have a neighbor. Well, that's our neighbor, Camp Cauthen, but the front part by Highway 75 is just land.
Are you in the house? Are you in the house that has a little road for Camp Cauthen that runs right up beside it?
Yes.
I worked on your garage door a long time ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think I replaced the top section or something.
It's a better garage door company.
Yeah. See.
I'll be darned.
I can't remember how to drive myself home, but
I may not be able to eat that Wolf brand chili, but by goodness, I can fix your garage door.
I'm getting too old, man. And indigestion's got me setting up at night.
Well, Miss Phyllis Dillard, the winner today, I got a little gift bag for you that I'm going to hand to you. It's got a T-shirt in it and all sorts of goodies. How does that sound?
Oh, my goodness. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Goodness.
And I know that it's a real far trip for you, but you just make your way over to that FBC office over there. And I know that'll take some time to get over there, but you just come on over and we'll give it to you, all right?
Okay. Well, thank you.
Can I ask you a quick question? COVID kind of shut things down. This is Phyllis. I know Phyllis very well. Obviously, I work with her over at First. And we have the family, so blessed to have that beautiful building, the Family Life Center. Has that reopened for public walking and those kind of things, Phyllis? I wanted to ask you that.
It is for walking, but it really isn't open to just everybody coming in. We used to have a lot of city folks coming in and playing basketball and things like that. We have not opened all of that up yet because we're very busy over there with our church. We have a lot of stuff going on, which is a very great thing.
Sure.
But, I don't know when it might happen again, but we do schedule a lot of events in there, and
if someone calls me about, using the gym floor we do we had a basketball tournament, banquet in there.
Oh, cool.
At the end of football season last year for the little guys that play football. And so we have stuff in there all the time, but it's just not open to, everybody just coming in all the time.
I got you. Yeah, because I was talking to somebody said they used to go in there and walk all the time. So
my wife asked me about that just last night.
Yeah, Jacqueline Cauthen. Here's Billy saying Jacqueline Cauthen asked about that because I guess she used to go over there and walk, right?
Honest to God, I was backing out of our driveway yesterday, and I had her on the phone, and she, well, hey, can we go over there and walk again? I said, I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
We'd love to have. Just tell her to come on over. The doors are unlocked. We're open 9 a.m. to 2 over there, and we'd love to have her. We have a lot of walkers that come in there and walk. A lot of TDC people around there when the weather gets real hot, and they don't want to. They walk around the city, in the fall and the winter sometimes unless it's too cold or rainy. But they'll come in the summer because it's too hot out there.
So the walk-in is still okay. That's what you're saying in the walk-in. Okay, that's what. Yeah, perfect. That's what I was asking.
Weather would be okay by appointment only.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, tell her to come on over and walk. We'd love to have her.
All right, I'll let her know. I'm sure she's listening. So.
All right. Well, Phyllis, we live in a community where we can say it. We love you. We appreciate all that you do, and looking forward to a great service this weekend and back at it on Monday, Phyllis. We appreciate you.
All right. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day.
Phyllis, real quick, Billy's got a question for you.
What are you thankful for?
Oh, gosh. I'm thankful for my family, my church family, my home. I mean, just everything. I've been so blessed. I really have.
All right, there she is, the FLC PD, Phyllis Dillard.
There you go.
All right, have a blessed day, Miss Phyllis.
Thanks, y'all. Okay.
All right, bye-bye. One time she won and she didn't answer the phone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so. Brad Carlton. Do you know Brad Carlton? Mm-hmm. Well, Odell just said Brad Carlton just came in for a tune-up. Mm-hmm. So, to get an oil change?
Get an alignment.
Get an alignment, Brother Odell Rochelle over there. So, all right, well, that'll wrap it up, Billy. Been a fun one here.
It has.
Oh, you know what? Man, one last thing I didn't do, man. We're just having too much fun. Today's impossible question.
You're blocking us. I can't see. Okay.
When it comes to wardrobe, 7% of people say they do this every day. What is it, Billy? 7% of people do this. I'll give you a hint. There's a lady on AM radio stations that does technology, and it's her last name that she goes by. That's what people do. She's a technology lady, been around for a long time, teaches people computers. Her name is Kim something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Does she change?
Well, no.
Okay.
But 7% of people admit to doing this when it comes to their wardrobe.
I don't know.
I'm thinking like military type stuff. One word related to the military. Kim, her last name. I'm giving you some hints here. Rhymes with Orlando. Go Orlando. But what rhymes with Orlando?
Commando?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 7% of people. That's your question today, Billy.
God, we've lost it.
Cherie said drink coffee. Well, it's close.
I drink coffee as I'm picking out my clothes.
All right, hey, we'll see you today, noon, Three Sisters downtown.
And don't show up commando.
Don't show up that way, please.
Have a layer of protection.
Yeah. Big shout out. We didn't get all the comments today, but thank you all. Kyle, we saw you out there. Kyle Kreiner was joining us. Many other folks, too, on YouTube got some comments coming in.
When you see us laughing in the background and it has nothing to do with what we're talking about, it's normally something that Kyle has commented.
Yeah, what did he say earlier that we were laughing about? We didn't read that. It was something
talking about the stream.
Yeah, no, what did he say? Hold on. No, it wasn't that one. It was something about pennies, penny candy.
Oh, yeah, I had pictured me working behind a drugstore counter.
Yeah, here's what he said. He says, I envision Billy standing behind a counter in an Old West general store selling penny candy. What was it?
Well, what was it pay?
Yeah, pennies. Yeah, that's all it pays. So, all right, Rebecca Schaefer, my sis, joining us. So we love you. Steph Valley answered the question over at Magnolia Kennel. She said, wear the same clothes every day. That's a good answer. 7% of people. There are some days, I'll be honest, where I'll wear like the same shorts. So
that happens.
Yeah, that happens. but I make sure I freshen them up. I throw them in the dryer
clean
cycle.
as dirty shirt type thing.
I'll throw clothes in the dryer. So we have a steam cycle on the dryer, so I'll throw them in there because they're usually wrinkled. Even though I hang them up, it's just I don't know why, but they're always wrinkled. I'll throw the clothes in the dryer. I'll put in a dryer sheet, and I'll throw them on a 20-minute steam cycle. And I do that with my suits and everything, man. I don't have to iron them. I just throw it in the steamer, and boom, they come out, and they're not wrinkled.
Even a suit?
Even a suit, yeah.
Wow.
But I'll get them dry cleaned, too, from time to time. So
my suits sometimes, at a funeral, I'd wind up raining or whatever. And I had a real nice suit one time. I was so proud of it. Had it, all tailored fit and all that stuff.
Cufflinks.
Yeah, matter of fact, it did. But I got soaking wet. I'm talking about like a drowned rat in that thing, and it shrunk.
You lean forward like this, and you hear a rip.
Oh, God, it was bad. Matter of fact, I think someone had to help me get the jacket off. It shrunk while it was on me.
We need a video of that.
I had to ask Mr. Gary about it. I think he's the one that helped me get the jacket.
Mr. Gary Bynum will have that. We'll have that video for us next week. So hey, I did want to show one other final.
Hey, I didn't know you was videoing that.
I want to show one other final thing here. This was a surprise for you, Billy. It's just because I think the world of you, man. And
what about the people that have a paid subscription to see my backside like that?
Well, this was our friend yesterday.
Teaser video.
This was our friend yesterday doing some good work in the community.
Pushing that cart.
Pushing a cart. There he is, smiling, profiling. There's Tammy Farkas.
See, I knew about that, but I didn't know that you were recording as well.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to show. This is the stuff that Billy does in the background that people don't see.
I guess.
Giving back and helping out the community.
Okay.
So
now see, people are going to think I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, there he goes. And boy, a whole ton of stuff over there to Safe House yesterday. Thank you, Billy, man. You really do. You're an awesome guy, good friend, and you do a lot of good here. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, hometown values, hometown traditions. For when it comes to that time, please reach out to our friends. They'll take care of you. And that'll wrap it up. Billy, been a fun one here.
It has.
We'll be back at it Monday. Join us 7:30. Karen Denman on with us from Walker County Federal. Denise Olivas, 300th episode. I'll tell you what, come by the studio. Bring us some breakfast burritos and a celebration cake.
Look, man, if
300.
If it's not my thunder, it's not my lightning. You know what I'm saying? My glory or nothing.
Come on, 7:30 tomorrow, 7:30 Monday, and we'd love to have you. That'll wrap it up here.
Don't show up here tomorrow.
Don't come in tomorrow. The door will be locked. So we'll end it with that. Friends, we love you. We appreciate you. Thanks for spending the week with us, and thanks for everybody for helping out and being a part of this community. If you have any information, any news you'd like to share with us that's positive or uplifting or a story about someone in this community, send that to us. We'd love to highlight it. All you got to do is email us hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com.
Yeah, we appreciate a good joke, too.
Yeah, a good joke will be fine because my jokes, those stories I read in the morning are horrible. So that'll do it. We love you. As I end every show, reminding you that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not, friends. Please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. We'll see you at noon over at Three Sisters Kitchen. Until then, have a wonderful and blessed day, everyone. See you, Billy.
See you.
Please come home.